It's the time to get down.
Takes a little longer.
I said, turn that thing down and get ready for school.
I'm not going to school, man. I got L.T.D. here. I'm getting schooled right now. And tell you the truth, Mario, I don't want no good news, bad news, no other shit. I just want some good music. Can you relate, man?
Oh, man, it's going to be hell on wheels today because we got old school up in the house. That's right. L.T.D., Love, Togetherness, and Devotion is here in the house. It's going to be a live day on Morning Coffee. You know what we say? It's the show we say you got to come easy in the morning time. You got to peck me lightly like a woodpecker with a headache.
Vibe with it.
Hey.
Vibe with it.
It's going to be wild today. We're going to get a chance to sit and visit and learn about the old school, the hits, the happenings. We got LTD and the original members and the new members in the house too, y'all.
Guess what? We got sports, we got hot picks. Tell you what, I got something else for you. Atlanta, the busiest airport on the planet. Is it the Georgia Peaches, man, or am I just feeling the South? What do you think, Mario?
I think you're just feeling the South.
I feel the South too, man. Nasty. Oh, man, we run this, but tell us something else, Mario.
Hey, man, let me tell you what we got. We got to give you the update on Japan.
Oh.
They say the power's on, but the smoke is still pouring.
I'm feeling it.
All right, we're going to give you some information about the Japanese communities that are rebuilding, the local efforts by the people. And also some news about Chris Brown. He goes off on Good Morning America, smashing some windows.
Oh, it's a mess.
Update on Libya, where things are going on. You know how it is. Hey, but we got other stuff, too. That's right. Charlie Sheen kisses Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, no,
You got that story.
Okay.
All right, and the Motor City population declines 25% in the last decade.
Vibe
That's
with it.
crazy.
Oh.
Come on, y'all.
Oh, guess
time
what?
for Morning Coffee.
Tell him, man. You know what? I like when Mario raises his hand because what that means he's standing at attention. But we have some ladies in the house. We got hot picks. We got to rate them 1 to 10. The 10's on my left side, Mario. Can you handle that, or are you just a busy man?
Man, I'm busy and I'm happy, but I can handle it. Today's Morning Coffee is all crazy. You know what I always say?
What?
It's time to smell my finger.
Who did you get that from, man? Who did you get that from?
That's from George Clinton. You know, he's the father of nonsense.
Oh, I see.
That's where I got all those good old sayings.
You know, I think I got a tune I want to sing. Mario, can I sing? Tell the truth.
Go on, brother.
I'm not singing.
Coming to you live from
not
the
doing
chocolate Milky Way, Victor Allen.
I know. Get to know my elbow when I show it to you. Other than that, man, let's vibe with it. Check it out, you guys. You know, when you're talking sports, we got March Madness, and we also got Barry Bonds back in the mix. Can you imagine sitting back being 45 years old and you're still the hot topic? Mario, would you like to be Barry Bonds or his money?
No, because you know what them steroids do to you. Get the micro nuts. That's right. I don't want to be him now. You know, I tell you, I don't pay no alimony, no child support. I get the whole check. You know, bro, y'all know what it's like to get the whole check?
That's cold, man. You know what?
You know you don't.
You hate. You know what, you guys? Just understand, this is reality talk, reality entertainment.
We came to do.
Watch that arm right over there.
Come on. Be cool.
I stopped it just on time. Just on time. You go ahead, because I hear the echo. You know, yesterday, we had somebody out of Texas said they heard an echo, and I said, take an aspirin. You know, it's the best thing to do. It happens. So, you know, hey, bottom line is we do this. You know, I can't wait, man, Mario. When you get to the sipping and smoozing, you know, all I might ask you to do is don't sing when the music comes on, man. Just do me that favor, all right?
I'm not going to sing, because when you get the real folks in there, you don't mess around. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a wonderful, wonderful day in the neighborhood as we welcome you to Morning Coffee, the show that comes to you live and unscripted Monday through Wednesdays, all the way from Los Angeles. That's right. We are the Righteous Brothers of Leimert Park. That's how they refer to us. Because it's a wonderful day because of our special guests. We have special in-studio guests today, L.T.D, Love, Togetherness, and Devotion, ladies and gentlemen.
Bam.
It's going to be wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Where's the claps?
Oh, man.
How are you going to sit back and not give them the claps, the manufactured claps that we paid for?
There's our wonderful claps. And remember, I got to get my lesbians to scream.
There you go. There you go.
I wish people would stop writing me, how do I know that those are lesbian screams? If you don't know,
then you don't know.
You can't tell the difference.
You don't know. You don't need to know.
You just not the one.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What can I say? Hey, we got original members. You know, we got, well, first of all, and they call him, I guess he's the president of the L.T.D music experience. I forgot how, Henry, you have so many ways of saying it. Henry Davis, original member from L.T.D. Henry?
How you doing?
All right, we got the new G, he's been with them a little bit of time now.
Yeah.
On drums, Tafir Hazy, right there.
All right.
And then now the new lead vocalist, a man who has his old track record with hits like So Fine, Stand Up. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Howard Johnson, right there. Hote. So they're going to be here with us today, you guys. We're going to get a chance to meet and greet with the fellas. You know how we do. We're going to have our sipping and schmoozing. But they've got a new experience that they put together that's out here in Los Angeles. It's out there for people to come out and see them. So they're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to take you to their site and also show you some video clips. So we invite you to stay tuned as we get into our guests, our special studio guest today, L.T.D. Everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A little delay. I'm not mad at you. You could have came a little faster with that one, but that's all right.
Getting old.
You. All right.
I'm getting old.
All right, that's okay.
Well, see, like, see, you get that feel. See, here we say this is crazy. That's the way it is up here. That's what we trying to see. They don't know when people come on the show, y'all. They don't know. They don't know what they coming to. They don't know. They come here. They walk down the driveway. They're like, what the hell? Kind of.
Where am I going to?
Well, I don't know. I should have brought my gun or what. So they don't know. So they get to experience the true studio experience of what we're like here. So, you know, we told them it's a little bit of a crazy scene. But for those of you who are regulars, this is a show that's unscripted. We're going to give you our little monologue. Then we're going to do our sipping and schmoozing. We got our new news. We got our good news, our bad news, and other shit.
Right.
We've got the new sports.
Yes, sir.
We got the hot picks, okay? It's Wednesday, March 23rd. You know, every week we have a slogan, and our slogan for this week is, if we don't change directions, we will end up where we are going.
You're wise. That's real wise.
If we don't
That's real wise, man.
change directions, we will end up where we are going, all right? Let me tell you some of the topics for today, you guys, okay? We got to give you the updates of Japan and things going on over there with the reactors. Also, we should give you. We got to report on what the local citizens are doing. We mentioned that. We got to go to Libya and show you what's going on and really question. There's a lot of people talking about the U.S. involvement. Should we or shouldn't we? Different people weighing in on all sides of that issue. But we'll also talk about some of the stuff going on with the stars. Chris Brown. Good Morning America supposedly had a meltdown.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't like him asking. They didn't like. Supposedly he didn't like being asked about certain subjects. But we'll talk about that.
Right.
Charlie Sheen kissing Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay.
You know how we flaunt the rules sometimes. You know the modern media hates us so much. Anytime we use anything, they hate us to do any fair use.
Right.
But we're gonna show that clip, Vic. We're gonna take it to
I'm with you.
We're gonna take it to him and show him that clip. But first of all, we got to give this announcement, everybody. In a moment of all seriousness, today, Elizabeth Taylor, dead at age 79, actress,
wow,
humanitarian. You know, this is a person who got known for a lot of different things. You know, you could like it or not like it. True diva, all the husbands, the men. You go back. I would look to some of the old videos. She was one fine mama jamma.
Where was the term mama jamma come from? I mean, I'm kind of young. I don't really remember.
That's why I'm bringing
man.
back that. So I'm bringing it back. There's a lot of stuff I bring it back. See.
Mama jamma.
I'm recycling.
I like to ask the ladies,
terminology.
how do they feel about being a bad mama jamma? But unfortunately, they don't want to get on the camera.
Well, they got the stuff they got today don't sound better.
But you can hear them cackling.
I know, we got ladies hiding
I can hear them cackling on my
back
side.
there in the corner.
They're cackling over my left shoulder. Wait a minute. Up the mic, man. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead, Mario.
Well, we'll see. Well, so, okay. All right. Well, I tell you what, Vic. It's crazy, y'all. Vic, you know what?
What's that?
I think it's time for that section where they get to know us.
It's the time where Mario actually brags about himself because nobody else will. So we're going to go ahead. It's the longest.
Autoerotic.
It's the longest I'm bragging about myself in the history of the internet, and we invented the internet. You guys don't believe me? Heard me? Lamert Park in the house. Are we on urban delay, man?
Man, I don't know what's with.
See, this is what I'm saying. Okay, I'm just letting you guys know. This is what happens. You know, we get sabotaged by the gremlins of Lamert Park.
So they don't want them to see LTD.
Well, they're going to see him.
You know, those evil ninjas.
That
Tea Party folks for trying to break in here. Told them. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
Raise the mic, man, a little bit. Uh-oh, there it is. Foreplay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I don't understand.
This is the part that we call Foreplay, Act 1. Very few special moments to seduce your mind. It's the who, what, where, when, and why about Pax Stereo TV. Because we figured that if you're going to be sharing this time with us, you need to know just who you're getting involved with. That's right. There'll be no sharing of fluids here.
You're wrong.
Not today.
You're wrong.
First of all, the who. My name is Mario Hemsley, and I am the designer of this ship. That's right, I built it, and I know it like the back of my hand. But sometimes I can't raise the reflector shields, and she'll blow. She'll blow. But I'm not. I know. You like that. It's like Moorhead State. I wish I had gone there. It's like, what hell of a college to me. Moorhead. Okay. Let me tell you, but it's not just me who run this ship.
Oh, man.
My co-captain is the man over there that the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate.
No, they didn't.
He has the best elbow in the business. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Victor Allen.
Hey, no, it's not. Right now, the true color of your species starts here. It's
What
dark.
is soul?
It's dark, man. It's
I
dark.
don't know. Soul is rusty ankles and ashy kneecaps.
I don't believe in ash, man. I just
That's-
believe in
what is
dark
soul?
meat. Shades, man. Shades.
Well, together, ladies and gentlemen, we make up the complete broadcasting team. There are no cameramen, no audio or sound technicians, no cleanup crew. I am the ship captain. My buddy there is the co-captain. And together we are in control of the virtual experience that we call mood control, where the slogan is program, deprogram, and reprogram. That's right, 2 video switchers, 6 cameras, 7 PC systems, all live programming, on-air interactive chat. Ladies and gentlemen, we are multitasking on steroids. That's right, we are self-trained and self-educated. We have never ever worked within the entertainment industry. We are outsiders. But what is this? 90 minutes of unscripted fun, available immediately on demand. I tell you, look to your left, your right. You can watch this show in full length. If you hadn't had enough, if you haven't seen enough of L.T.D, you could go back and get more. On demand.
Oh, yeah.
On demand.
Hey, man, what you fumbling with over? You looking at porno, man? What's
the
up?
stuff's...
What stuff?
It's stuff on my screen. My zipper stuff.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm going to cut this show up into 15-minute segments. It'll be syndicated throughout cyberspace. We call it neo-urban internet television, a.k.a. Big T, Little V. Radically transparent and, ladies and gentlemen, part of the long tail. But the where do we come from? Where does it originate? Los Angeles, California, broadcast headquarters of Pax Stereo TV. It's virtual reality, a cybernetic sensuality, something that your mind can feel, but ooh, is it real? Or is it inside your mind, deep in a cybernetic space and time? Seek, create, and you will find we are merely a fantasy. But Vic,
Yes, sir.
when does it occur? 10 a.m. Monday through Wednesdays. Unscheduled broadcasts occur all the time.
Yes, sir.
Check out our TV guide, paxstereo.tv/TV guide. We wanted to make it easy. You know, but Vic, but still,
Yes, sir.
the why is the most important because they come to me and they grab me, both cheeks, pinching tightly. And I say, don't do that.
Don't say it, man.
And they say, but Mar, I needed to get your attention because we want to know why. Why is it that you do the things that you do? Why, my brother? And I say, let go.
I'm catching a butt cramp, but I don't know what's up.
And then I tell them we do it because ultimately we realize that you and we are in control of this revolution that is personal internet television. This revolution will be televised. We do it because we love living the dream, ladies and gentlemen, and doing the impossible.
All right. Oh, now you get the claps on time.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
see,
gotta
when
move
you talk
stuff.
about yourself, you all on time. We got special
You know-
guests, and you don't even give them the
That's
claps.
because we moved the stuff around, so now my claps is way over here.
Yeah, you know what?
I can't get the
It
claps.
sounds like the excuse you use with the woman that used to be your girlfriend and says, I moved my stuff. And she
You know,
said,
I
well,
need my-
find it.
Oh, by the way, it's been 4 hours. We should call a doctor.
Why?
Said, oh, excuse me. Okay. So I say start the day with 2 Red Bulls and a Viagra.
You're wrong.
That's how you get the day started.
You're just wrong, man. You see, the FCC gave up on us. It's done. We're over.
FCC.
It's done. We're over.
See, those Negroes.
They don't use the term Negroes
I'm
anymore,
telling you,
man.
I try to make people. We recognize the cultural divide as it relates to the term Negro. But I remind folks, in my day, that's what white folks called you when they were being nice to you.
You have to say Caucasian.
They called you Negro.
Gotta be
Because
politically
the
correct.
alternatives It was a whole lot of other stuff. So we embraced Negro back then. Had a little French flair to it and shit. Negro. Now y'all don't like Negro. My mother told me she been a bunch of things. She was black, colored,
Right.
Negro. We didn't become black till the late 60s, you know.
Right, man. I'm just trying to be
black, then we didn't
progressive.
become black. I was there before black. And so was L.T.D. Ladies and gentlemen, that gets us to the part that's the most important.
Oh, God, jeez.
All right, you guys, what can you do? What can you say when you have icons in the house? You know, music that means so much to so many people. Man, we have to, everybody, come on, give us a hand.
Thank you.
L.T.D.
All right, man.
Woo. Love, togetherness, devotion. Look at my visual aid.
You know what? I'm not going to say anything. But, you know, Howard Davis is getting a lot of compliments on the chat line about his beard.
I mean, Henry?
Henry.
Because Howard Davis is that bastard child that's Howard and Henry. They both slept with that woman, ain't they? You know, gets on the road.
You wrong.
I'm sorry. Okay, I take it out back. That was a mistake.
Wait a minute. You know, I'm having you.
We would jack your name up here at Pack Stereo.
I have a moment. Let me get my moment out.
You have your moment.
Thank you. Let me pray for forgiveness for a second there.
You know, because
okay,
well, everybody recognize we have L.T.D, which really spans us a period of time because they're an experience that spans time and has such a rich, rich legacy.
Yeah.
First of all, in the middle there, Henry Davis, bass original member. They gonna give us all the stories today, all the stories. Tafir Hazy, drummer, one of the more recent members. And the latest edition on vocals with a track record itself, as we said, so fine, blow your mind. Howard Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, on vocals there too, man. So they all got some dirt.
I was
out
close.
there.
I was close.
This is the way. That's back in the old days. They had the women, man, and they traveled. So I know y'all might not want to tell everything.
Yeah. Not
It was
everything.
legendary. They didn't even have sperm banks back then. Didn't need sperm banks. They just had musicians on tour. So, you know, welcome, fellas.
Thank you.
Welcome, fellas. Welcome, you know.
Thank you.
It's so good to have you here, and we're so glad to hear that the tradition established by L.T.D. is continuing. You know, I was just looking over you guys, the rich history, and it's so amazing. If you guys don't mind, let me just tell them a little bit. L.T.D., an American R&B funk band, best known, as they say here, for their 1977 hit, Back in Love Again. I don't know. I think the best known hit is Love Ballad, but everybody's got their own L.T.D. favorite. But a group that's had a number of incarnations. Formed the group, which stands for Love, Togetherness, and Devotion, formed in Greensboro, North Carolina in 1968. Wow. And then they did a bunch of traveling. They were initially they were the backing group for Sam and Dave.
That was before me.
That was even before you, Henry, huh? Man, because we understand they jumped in the car and drove to New York. At least y'all did a lot of traveling in the early days by car. But come on,
we don't have members here that can really tell those stories. Because man, the group has been through some stuff.
and some changes.
Yeah.
Best known, I think, for the lead vocalist Jeffrey Osborne, but the group has gone on to be so much more. And one of the trivia pieces that I thought was so interesting, Leslie Wilson was at one point in time the lead vocalist too. This is the lead singer from New Birth. So many people would know Leslie Wilson as the voice from Been Such a Long Time, One Wildflower. Mm-hmm. But so tell us about the early days, Henry, about the early days of L.T.D. and the group and how it came all together.
Well, it came together. I joined the band in 1971.
I know it's hard to think back to the ladies. That's what I usually do. I try to remember who I was with. Who was I with back in 71? Some of us still paying for 71.
A lot of weed.
Yeah, still paying.
Man, but That's when I first heard the band at the club called Total Experience.
Oh, the Total Experience here.
Right down the street there. And it was a huge band, 10 pieces. And we had the late Jimmy Davis, who was the musical director. He was playing a keyboard bass with his left hand, and with his right hand it was divided between a Wurlitzer piano, a Farfisa something up here, and a clavinet. And he was singing first tenor vocals.
Wow.
We're doing all this. And then we had 5 horns.
I remember I was lucky enough to see the band. That was a big band back then.
And then, you'd hear this voice coming from somewhere. It was Jeff on drums. So I was listening to the band. I was just blown away because Billy said, "You gotta come down and hear this band that my brother's playing in. You gotta come check them out." So we came down there and checked them out.
Now that's amazing. A lot of people don't realize that Jeffrey Osborne was playing drums
And singing.
Then we throw out a few little trivia pieces that from a different group. Teddy Pendergrass played drums.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's right. Marvin Gaye.
Awesome.
Really? Yeah. So there's some history. There's some history. But so, you joined the group. So you're from Los Angeles.
Yes. Compton.
Oh, man. I know Compton. I mop many a floor in Compton. Every weekend. Buffing and... Man, that's wonderful. All right, let's find out about the other members of the group too. I'm gonna save Howard. I'm gonna save you for last. Tafir Hazy,
Yes, sir.
drummer. Tell us how you came to be associated with L.T.D.
Well, I was playing in the group Solomon Burke, a gentleman by the name of Solomon
Oh,
Burke.
the legendary.
Yeah. And you like to put this on?
Oh no, I was just telling them to move the mic a little closer. Y'all see my signals?
Yeah. I thought it was gang signs, so I was trying to make sure I knew what
Now, if y'all wonder where your headphones is up to you. Now you'll be able to hear yourself.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
No, we happened to be playing a gig. I got a gig with Solomon Burke and
Yes.
some of the horn section, Carl Vickers and Lorenzo Carnegie. Was playing in the group, and they said, "Hey, we're putting the group back together. We're going to get back together and start doing some things. Would you like to come and play?" I said, "God, I would love to play, man. I grew up on you cats. I know everything. I studied, L.B. no bending. I was just there." And he says, "Would you like to come and play?" I was like, "Well, I'm ready to go and audition." He says, "You don't have to audition. You got the part." I said, "Wow, that was an honor." And from that time, I got to meet the rest of the guys in the band and everything, and I had the pleasure of playing with J.D. Nichols on his part.
Wow.
Before his passing, of course.
Yes.
And it was just wonderful to play with the original cats and the cats that I saw on the albums, and I was like freaking out to see these big afros and then walk in the room and see them. And it's like, y'all not, I'm trying to put the two together on the album, like at the same time, play the parts and then, look at them at the same time and play and look, and that's them, yeah. So I got to play the same part that's on the album. And they were gracious enough to take me in and teach me what their music was all about.
That's wonderful that you said you have been listening, like so many of us.
Yes.
This is like, I know most of the tracks. I can, by the words, the lyrics by heart. But you too, you knew this music.
Yes, sir.
When they start talking about music that people make babies by, there's certain ones. You talk about the Isley Brothers, Between the Sheets, but you gotta talk about L.T.D.
Most definitely.
There's a baby making, legendary baby making tracks in there. Wow. Now, the latest addition on lead vocals, a man who had some hits now. We was refreshing our memory, too. We was jamming right before the show went on to tracks like So Fine, Blow Your Mind, and my favorite, Stand Up. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Howard Johnson.
Oh,
What's happening?
yeah.
Man. Born in Miami, Florida. Founder of the group Night Flight. Trying to get some trivia. Howard walked in here and said, man, what they playing this song? They didn't tell you, they didn't know what to expect. I said, I did some homework. And it wasn't hard because it's stuff that, I enjoy so much. But welcome, Howard.
Thank you.
How did you end up being the latest vocal addition to L.T.D.?
Well, it was a strange situation. I had been on A&M Records for a number of years, actually with Jeffrey Osborne.
Okay.
And had done some demos for Jeffrey with Daryl Duncan. And the years passed by. I had a mutual friend, Tyrone Griffith, the cornet and trumpet player here in L.T.D. And he had been begging me for years to come and audition, and I was like, that's like going to a Michael Jackson gig and saying, well, do Michael Jackson. And I resisted, and I spent a lot of time in Europe. I went to France, and he called me a couple of days after. He says, man, would you come down and audition? And I says, man, I feel strange. I really feel strange because I grew up like a lot of us have on L.T.D, Love Ballad, April Love, Love to the World. I mean, that's right. I just grew up on it. So I took a chance and says, okay, I'll go over and audition. And I've been working a lot in Europe, and I didn't really study for the lyrics. It was like, I listened to songs literally 100 times.
Okay.
They are part of the fabric of what we are. L.T.D is an iconic part of the fabric of who we all are if we grew up where we say we grew up and listened to what we say we listen to. So I didn't really worry about it. So I went to the audition, and I had the lyric, and I met the guys. I was a little nervous, and I felt them a little nervous also. And so they're getting ready to do the song. So, what song do you want to do? It's like, what other song is there? Let's do Love Ballad.
I was about to ask you, what was the first one, y'all?
Love Ballad. Because it was the one that I felt I knew.
Right.
And so before we started, I had asked Henry, I said, well, Henry, what and how do you want me to do this song? And Henry says, well, I'll tell you. When people come to the show, they're going to want to hear a record. I said, okay.
That's right.
And I says, well, okay. The record's 3 minutes, 18 seconds or whatever. So I said, for 3 minutes and 18, I'm going to give you the record. At 19, you're going to get Howard. And I did that, and it went on a little bit, and Henry says, hold up. So I thought I'd done something wrong. I was trying to remember, and says, did I do the beginning of the song? Because what I've learned about singing is normally when I go in the studio, I like to do a song in 1 or 2 takes. If it's not done in 1 or 2 takes, today may not be the night or the day to do that song. Because when you're standing in front of 2,000 people, 10,000 people, you don't have a second chance. I've learned a lot from Stevie Ray Vaughan and Buddy Holly. And for people that don't know, these people died after having performances. And what I've learned is that if you don't give it 100% every time, you may not have that opportunity again. So as I look back on that song, and something that Henry said to me after was the part of that song that stood out the most was, yeah. And Henry said to me after, he says, you had me at the beginning of the song.
Damn, I wish I could hear that right now.
You just did.
That's hot. That is hot because, some songs are so legendary that they can just be intimidating based on their history, and you want to do it right. You have respect for the original people, but then again, you want to have your own, signature.
Yeah, but you Mario, when it comes to that, my interpretation of Jeffrey, my interpretation of L.T.D, my interpretation of Stevie Wonder, Luther, whomever, is just that, an interpretation, because I, in my heart and in my soul and body, may think that I am them, but you're going to look at me and go, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's not Luther. That's not them. That's not that person. That is you. And I am L.T.D. I am Luther. I am Al Green. I am Frank Sinatra. I am a lot of people. The fabric of what I listen to is when I drive down the street, when I hear a horn blow, it's music to me. Everything. My parents were music to me. My teachers were music to me. Life, my car is music to me. So I took all of these things and put them in files and tried to envision, when I listen to the lyric, what does that mean to me, and still be true to L.T.D. It's a lifelong journey of interpretations, because that's all life is interpretations.
Well, now we get an understanding of why the old school artists so often bring so much more to projects. It's that integrity, that emphasis, on art and craft.
Absolutely.
How are you adjusting, all of you, to today's iTunes world? The world of downloads. In the old days, we had the albums and the album covers. Most of the kids today buying downloads, not a CD. So it's a lot of new changes for those of us who've been around. How are you guys feeling about today's new technology and the advances? Any of you?
Well, I feel like it's just something we have to adapt to, because the bottom line is you still have to make the music. You still have to make the product.
Right.
And if it doesn't feel good, it's not going to sell. And on that note, if you could capture, the thing to me is about capturing the magic at that recording session or whatever you're doing. You got to get the magic. It's something that is tangible. And you think about Jackie Wilson. Workout. That song will forever just jam. It rocks. It swings. They captured the magic. However they did it, back with those two tracks.
Right.
They got the band at the right moment, and it's there historically. You'll be able to listen to that and say, man, they were really doing it. But that's what you have to have. And even though we have a lot of technological advances, sampling, and virtual studios inside a computer, but you still have to play the instruments.
Right.
You need a certain artistic sensibility, and you need a certain musicality to use the new instruments to play music, I guess, the old-fashioned way, but with a new twist. It still takes. You still have to make the magic. And it can be done.
Yeah,
you can do it.
but on the same note, have we, or have they, the new generation, the iTunes generation, what I call it? I like the expeditious part of being able to. I was at a car show, and I hear you knocking, and I went, oh my goodness, I love that. I had it instantly. I love that part of it. But then when you talk about the having the integrity, having that visceral part of what it took us years to be able to do, to be able to stand up, to be able to perform, to be able to give that. Does that exist today? In some cases, it does. But I think in the part of being dumbed down is that you get the disposable income of the kids that walk in, and a record or a CD is being sold for $6 or $7, and Clive Davis is putting millions and millions of records out there, and then the media can turn around and say that, hey, this
Right.
artist sold 20 million records the first 3 days, and then we're in a society that is fast food mentality. Okay, so when you put that together with disposable income and being dumbed down, do they really know when they come to a show that this particular band is totally sampled or whatever, do they really care? Are we the only people that care about that at this point in time?
That's interesting.
So when you put all of these different elements together, the expedience of being able to get something instantly, going to a concert, paying $30, $40, and they don't care, they're drinking or they got a buzz or drinking cough medicine, whatever it is that they do now to get their deal going, does it really matter? Are we the last of the dinosaurs? So I don't know. Adaptability, yeah, you can get it right now. You can go to a concert, see what you see, but then when you come and see what it is we do, then you get a different flavor. And I mean, I had a guy tell me, we were talking about an icon, and I won't mention a name. He says, "Oh, he's done and he's over." And it's like, really? So who's the man? And he mentioned somebody new, and I said, really? I tell you what, let's go down to the country bar there on the corner. And let's just spout it out. If you're a singer, if you're a singer, this man, the fear, tells me the story about being in New Orleans, that it wasn't just this one genre that you were doing. If you were a drummer or bass player, guitar player, you were playing Dixieland. I'll let him tell you the story, because I was sitting there amazed, because I did a show when I was. No. It's important. I think I was 13, 14 years old, and we had a group called the Jackson 3. And there was a kid in the group that had to be 6'4", 6'5", heavy duty, but he had the falsetto of Eddie Kendricks.
Oh yeah, back then you had a good falsetto.
And we got on the stage to sing "I Want You Back," and he froze. Literally, he stopped. So, we went on and did the song. He just standing there. We're dancing around him like he was a mic stand. So the people clapped and everything or whatever. We went off stage, and the show was pretty long or whatever. So I went and re-entered myself into the show, because I had on my little suit and everything. And I came back and sung Moon River and won the show.
Wow, Moon River.
Yeah, so to me, for what he does, what Tafir told me about what you had to be able to do, the diversity of that, does it exist today? I mean, because we all know brilliant kids with, that can do and play everything, but do you truly? Because if it's about singing, if you want to sing, it's, well, I'm not in a group or whatever, but do you really want to sing? Tell me you want to sing for a Bentley. Tell me you want to sing for a girl, or you want to sing for some gold teeth. But when people come to me for vocal lessons or whatever, I'm going to charge you a ton of money to get the riffraff out the door to start with.
Right.
And then I'm going to tell you, so, well, sing me whatever it is you're going to sing me, but tell me why you singing. I don't sing for my mom. I don't sing for my dad. I don't sing for my kids. I sing for me. Me. Now, an audience is collateral damage to me. You know what I mean?
Go on, Howard.
Yeah, because if I do a show, I'm not actually singing for the first 15 people in the row, because I can sing anything. I can sing "Mary Had a Little Lamb" and Howard was there. That's my boy. I'm singing for the guy that walked in with his girl, that's sitting there texting, and he looking to the left and looking to the right to see who looking at her, and he texting, and she's just having a good time. That's who I sing for. I want to get him.
Get his attention.
I want to get his attention. I want to get the one that ain't really paying attention. The first time I sang at a club called L.T.D Green in Miami.
Huh.
John Edwards was the man back then that ended up being the lead singer for the Spinners, right? John had done a show, and I was in this little group or whatever, and says, hey, well, I'm going to sing, and back in them days, you could bring your own, stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, and all the place would sell is like Coke.
Set up.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Right?
You bring your own booze.
So that, I go up and, I'm singing with the band, and ain't nobody paying attention. And I was going, wait a minute. I worked too hard. I listened to too many records. I done spent too many $4.95 for these new records to come out for you to not listen to me. I jumped up on somebody's table and kicked the stuff off and broke the band down and just started singing Al Green a cappella. It's like, y'all don't pay attention to me. Next thing you know, I was working with John Edwards or whatever, but I don't see that kind of thing. And I'm not taking anything away from the young guys, of today. But if it's not there,
Well, so
You know?
and that's true. You know, I like to think that it's merely a matter of exposure, though. We get the right young folks with the right old folks. There's still that new talent being born every day. Just need to be developed. Got to pay more of their dues. You know, like we say, spend your time and study. Delayed gratification, not the quick fix. Study your art. You know, it's like you don't see a lot of young folks coming up playing jazz. Just recently, we were exposed to some newcomers that are supposed to be hot, though. But for so long, it seemed like you weren't really finding young folks coming up playing jazz or being
Fast
exposed.
food mentality. It's like toilet paper. Really, it's like toilet paper. I mean, and no disrespect to this new kid, Justin Bieber.
Right.
But he is bigger than sliced cheese.
That's right.
So how can you say, you know, and who's his mentor? I think Usher is his guy. But it's about the money. It's about the quickness of how it's done. But you know, I'll go back to what I said before. Let's run down to the country bar.
Right.
And, you know, the blue-collar guy that's sitting there that's drinking his whatever it is he's drinking, entertain him.
Right.
And then let's run over here to Palm Springs.
Right.
And, you know, if you're a singer.
Right.
You know, you look at somebody like Oba Babatunde, you know, a Broadway or whatever. Oba just showed me so
Right.
many different things, so many different ways. When you look at who his mentor was, Sammy Davis Jr., those guys were entertaining.
Oh, definitely. I was
you
lucky
know?
enough to go out and see them, see that real music. Sammy smoking on stage. Sammy sang with a cigarette in his hand and would blow. Henry, you're the curator, I guess, the person who carries out, who's the protector of the legacy of L.T.D. So you're kind of dealing with representing that today and dealing with so many things that Howard mentioned. Your attitude seems to be remarkably up, you know, as you approach that. But obviously these are challenges with today's world and you bringing forth this old school legacy music. How do you see yourself fitting in with that? And you enjoying the challenge?
I'm enjoying the challenge. I don't even think of it as a challenge, really. It's just we're doing what we do. We're doing what we do.
Yeah.
And we take what's around, what's available to us to help us do that thing. But we all come from the same place. What's the word? Mentally, is philosophically.
Okay.
That's where we all come from the same place philosophically. These guys, they came from the South. And once you get east of the Mississippi, perspective changes.
Oh, that's for sure.
The perspective changes.
That's for sure.
You know, and there's because, you know, see the power, and that's where most of our people are. That's where the black colleges are. So there's a lot more happening.
There's so much of that that's part of the history of this music. I want to take everybody and show you right now the LTD website, forrealltd.com. Just take a look, everybody. You got to see this. forrealltd, the number, forrealltd.com. We got the buffers. The buffers going on today.
You know, that's our way of saying that we pay for low end flow.
Well, that's to show you that you too could have personal internet television on your regular home line, like we have here in our regular home line. They say, why don't you get a T1? Why don't you get a T1?
See, you know what? See, we keep it real.
Yeah, why don't we get some?
Wait a minute.
Ain't that a bitch?
Here's the bottom line. We're about to show you. All this is run on consumer equipment. So
damn right.
what are we proving? We're
That's all
proving
we can
everybody.
afford.
That's it. Give us
afford
free.
that.
Give us free. Okay, that's it. All right, we got the website up.
Hey, here you go. Take a look, you guys. Take a look. Nice. Take a look. Get all the history of the group. Now we're going to show some of the videos. Watch some of the videos. But everybody, go take a look because you can go there and keep up with what they're doing. forrealltd.com. Okay, so take a look. Now I'm gonna come back here. Here's a picture, Henry.
Oh man, I'm envious.
That's me. That's
Hair.
just not.
Wait, Mario.
I was trying to understand who was who. And if that ain't enough, we gonna leave Howard alone either. Got the whispered mustache.
I like the shirt, bro.
All open down to here.
I like the eyebrows, bro.
See, y'all take a look, see.
Oh, man.
So that's L.T.D. back in the day. That's with Jeffrey Osborne. Now, Henry, where are you? That you?
Just, I'm in. Wait a minute.
That's the one with the smile.
That's JD. That's me right there.
There you go. There you go. Ain't that something? Then Howard, come on, Howard. You still have this in the closet.
As a matter of fact, I have every jacket that I've worn. Absolutely.
Y'all. All right, well, come on. Let's take a look at this first little video piece featuring a different vocalist. But we got it so you guys can talk over this as you listen to it. So if you can hear it, fine. But we'll see how it goes. Here's a piece, a recent piece.
Why you laughing, man? Why y'all laughing? You're supposed to appreciate progress.
Man, it's internet television.
And it's the buffer. So you get this is the time you get to do a commercial.
That's this ghetto television.
So you notice that? It has like 8 dots. Okay. For suburban areas, they have 4.
Look at them up dancing. If y'all need, you can use your hand. I'll leave it up to you. You'll hear yourself. There's a little volume control on it too. It's too loud or something. You all right? See it right there? See how cheap but effective?
Oh, I got it. I'm with it. Okay, when was this video? 2009. When was this?
Right there where it says in the corner.
Oh, there it is. Oak Park. That's cold, man. Why you laughing at me?
Oak Park. See, that's Tafir Hazy back there on drums. So Henry, when they come out and see you, they're going to hear all the old classic cuts. Oh, man. I want to hear the Howard Johnson version now. I know his philosophy and stuff. I'll be like, he takes this very seriously.
Oh, yeah.
He ain't just singing this for every reason. It's very serious.
Yeah, they go all the X's.
They were actually at the side of the stage. That's interpretation, man.
Oh, that's cold. All right, man. That's cold, man. See,
Just ask me.
you know what? See, that's why we get to do this reality. You get to laugh at yourself. So they get to laugh first, Mario. So we get to follow behind them.
Well, that's what we ain't done, see. See, now you get to see Henry.
Oh, it's that time.
See, Henry's right here too now. No, it's so wonderful to see you guys out there performing this music. A chance to relive those memories. I know, because everybody got some L.T.D. memories. I know Mac in our chat room, he's 71, our G&M bureau chief. Yo, he plays that L.T.D. too.
Up in Port Townsend.
Oh, there's Tafir. There you go.
Yeah, Johnny McGee.
Ladies and gentlemen, on trombones right now. How about a nice round of applause for Mr. Richard Morey? he's back in love again.
Yeah, back in love.
Come on, give it up for Mr. Richard Moore. Bring it down, hey. On trumpet, Mr. Tyrone Griffin, give it up.
It's your boy, man. It's your boy.
T.
Down and everything. Sign this. I said, I'm not sign it anyway. Vito looks like this gentleman here.
Give it up, give it up.
Looking
give
at
it
me
up,
like
give
this.
it
You know? You're not. I said, I didn't.
Next guy, y'all. He's the
So I
first
got Elvino on
the
the phone.
OGs
Right? I said,
that you gonna
man,
meet tonight.
someone wants me to sign
Oh, y'all know what the
your
OGs
face,
mean, right?
You know, your name. Oh man, go ahead
What
and
is
sign
the
it.
original numbers?
That's when I was old, when I was younger, I was looking like him. I got older, I got down here, and then, you know, I'm a little lighter, but that's still me.
On saxophone,
go ahead
give it
and
up
sign
for
it.
y'all, Mr.
Elvino
Lorenzo
Ben.
Carnegie.
That's the president of the organization.
That's the president.
That's just a client.
That's Lorenzo Carnegie. I read about him. He's the one who's he was the first LTD.
Yeah, he and Carl.
Love Men Limited or something. Love Men Limited.
I'm one of the OGs.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for another OG? One of the original members on guitar. Give it up, y'all, for Mr. John McGee.
Johnny working at Motown Studios down there. He did a lot of sessions.
Right. Huh.
And this dude,
Give it up, give it up,
Playing.
give it up, give it
Huh.
up.
I didn't know it was so short because the platform.
That's another one. Now we going to the young blood.
Is he wearing that one again?
Oh,
he
he
gave
calls
up.
him Pop, so I don't know how they doing and all. Yeah,
I
I
used
don't
to
know
wear
what's
them
up with
until I
that.
fell off.
But you get back
Other
up,
men
don't
don't
you?
get
Twisted
Pop.
my ankles and all that.
That's what me. That's why I
You don't
gave
know
him
what
up. I
to do
twisted
about
my
it.
ankle. No more platforms.
His name is Kermit
Yeah,
Siggins,
want the
and
fish in it.
we call him KJ, y'all. So give it up for him. Make it put it on, y'all. Come on, Pop. KJ on guitar.
Now, all this is available at the website forrealltd.com. There y'all got them partying.
We have a Facebook page. What's that thing?
Give it up, give it up.
That's our managers in the background.
The prettiest thing on the stage, right?
Put the skillet down, baby.
Y'all hear me? I said the prettiest thing on the stage. See all our rooms open, all right? The only lady in L.T.D. smoking on keys. We call her Little Fingers.
She's bad.
Miss Aya Iwata.
And that motif. Got two motifs.
He's
No
awesome.
joke. No joke.
I don't know how she does it.
Little pretty finger.
Give it up, give it up, give it up.
Yeah.
Give it up, give it up.
In the future, we're going to have some Howard Johnson video clips.
No.
He's like, well, Howard's involved.
Them Soul Train videos got me in trouble, man.
The MD of the group. How many know what an MD is?
The musical
The
doc.
musical director, right? And another OG, another one of the original members of LTD, y'all, on bass.
Hell,
There you
Give it up
go.
for her and make it put it home, y'all. Come on. Come on, Park. Start it already. Come on, come on. For Mr. Henry Davis.
There you go. Here, Henry. Go on, Henry. Cool.
This is white there too.
These new cameras, boy.
Young people can't. They need the old people can't.
Oh man.
Go on,
Y'all
Henry.
say it a little louder. Go, Henry.
We got Mac in Port Townsend, Washington, Norm in Cleveland. They enjoying this right now.
All the people in the chat room
Yeah.
saying, "What's happening, y'all?"
What's up?
Oh, Henry, get this. Uh-oh.
What y'all think about that? Some of y'all might have thought that we forgot about him, huh?
Now we didn't forget about it.
Who am I talking about?
Hazy.
The drummer. What? I forgot?
This cat's in my head.
You sure you want to get a drummer song? Oh, y'all don't want to get it, no. That ain't loud enough. Y'all want to get a drummer song?
Give him some.
Y'all want to get a drummer song? Oh, well, I can't get you his number.
Uh-oh.
On drums, y'all. Mr. Teferi Hazy.
That's why I said when you first came here, I had been watching the video.
Watch out there now. They off camera. So
I think a little bit louder.
they signed the check, so it's cool.
Uh-oh. Kicking, working that kick.
Come on, second line.
He was burning out there. Thought I had stole the TV set.
Oh.
It's gonna catch up somewhere.
Video was edited in China. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's all right. That's internet television.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we go. I love it.
Somewhere we're gonna catch up with you. That's what the whole thing.
And you know what? Do y'all know what?
What?
He's back in love. I want you to put your hands together for a great vocalist, a true man of God from the great city of Chicago. Put your hands together for Mr. Bob Henry III.
All right, everybody. Look at that crowd.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys, now tell us about what's going on right now. You're going around promoting because you got some performances.
That's right.
So tell us about what's coming up. Where we directing them to For Real, LTD.com.
Yes, sir.
What's the Facebook site? LTD on Facebook.
Okay.
There's information there.
Okay, go to L. You can search them on Facebook too. You all, they're out there on Facebook.
She's trying to sneak, man. She's trying to stay out of the camera. That's what's
Get them
making me
like
laugh.
crawling
Wait a
around.
minute. She's trying to sneak without being seen.
our
She's
man.
low running, man. Low running. I love it. I love it.
Come on, Henry. So it's up to you to pimp this video.
I'm gonna pimp this video. We're gonna be at Busby's East Room this Tuesday, March 29th, 2011. In case some folks need to catch up. It's the original Congress Room, Wilshire Boulevard at Detroit.
5364.
5364. Say that? 5364.
Let's go.
Wilshire Boulevard. Anyway, we're gonna go on at 9 o'clock. So come on down.
All right, y'all. You gotta come. You gotta see it.
Yeah, you got to see it because this is a different version of LTD.
Yeah.
New version of LTD. We have a lot of parts that are in place now that really work well together. We're gonna have fun, and you're going to be entertained, because that's what we do. That's where we came from.
We have a great vocalist also.
Yeah, you can sing a little bit.
That great vocalist Howard Johnson.
Philosopher, you know.
Storyteller.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
You know, like, I'm a little bit like Bobby Womack.
Damn,
Hey, you know, Bobby said, if I got something to say, I'm gonna say it.
And he will say, come on out. He will say it. He's gonna say it for all the ladies. So come on out.
That's a good one.
No, we have a great lead vocalist with us, and we really want you to come down and check it out. It's gonna be really, really hip.
Hip?
You know, yeah. I'm
Did you say hip or hip?
that old hip. This hip, that hip. Not a trip, but hip.
Okay.
So don't let it.
Thank you very
slip.
much. We have a great lead vocalist, Mr. Howard Johnson, that's with us right
thank you.
now, and we're looking forward to burning the stage up with him. And,
Can't wait.
Can't wait, really.
Oh, man.
You know, we're gonna have so much fun. So come on down, support.
Howard, can you give us a little snippet of what we go ahead?
Oh,
Can we give us a little
Oh man. We just practiced last night and my throat is sore.
Diva!
Let's go. Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
under the bus.
My left foot hurt.
Yeah, because y'all gave us some snips now. Y'all gave us some little snips that we could. What was that something we were supposed to play?
Well,
Yes.
that's,
What?
well, that's what they said. You want to need some stuff, but we got.
What you got?
Oh no!
Look at. I love it. Hey, wait. What you got, man?
We got.
You really goes in the contract.
Wait a minute now.
Right.
No, it's just little short pieces of the band during the Jeffrey era. The time after that was Leslie and
Hey,
Good Howard.
then we got a couple things.
I know you ain't had that rehearsal.
Oh no, no.
I was making up words to
Run
the
a
song.
But it's all good.
I'll tell you what, we're going to take a little break, shoot a few pictures, right?
Yes.
And then we'll be right back.
We're about 5 minute break here, man.
Yeah, about a 5 minute.
5 minutes. We call it the buffer break. Yeah, that's
We
right.
can just get this to
Get it to work, right?
act right here.
All right. In the meantime, I'm gonna be hair club for men. Not into porn. I'm into porno. Just wanted to sit back and advertise myself as much as possible.
I'm gonna go and get me a honey bun. Is there a place trying to get me a honey bun? Don't act like y'all don't know what a honey bun is now. Come on.
Self promotion, man. Self promotion. Here we go.
We'll be right back, everybody.
Screensaver.
All right, you hope y'all like that.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Really?